A day of devastation, the earthquake strikes. The earth roared, and in its wake, chaos reigned. It was March 28, 2025, when a monstrous 7.7 magnitude earthquake ripped through the heart of Myanmar, sending tremors that shook neighboring Thailand to its core. The epicenter, near the historic city of Mandalay, lay at a shallow depth, amplifying the quake's devastating power. Buildings crumbled, roads buckled, and a dam burst, unleashing a torrent of water that added to the unfolding catastrophe. The initial quake was just the beginning of the ordeal. Aftershocks, some registering as high as 6.4 on the Richter scale, continued to jolt the region, spreading fear and further weakening already compromised structures. The world watched in horror as news reports poured in, painting a grim picture of the devastation. The initial hours were crucial, and the race to find survivors began as darkness fell upon the shattered landscape. Myanmar, already grappling with internal strife, bore the brunt of the earthquake's wrath. The death toll soared past 700, with over 1,600 injured and many more still missing. The nation's infrastructure lay in ruins. Hospitals, overwhelmed with casualties, struggled to cope with the influx of injured, their resources stretched thin. In the ancient city of Mandalay, a symbol of Burmese culture and history, landmarks crumbled under the quake's relentless force. A 90-year-old bridge, a vital artery connecting communities, collapsed, cutting off essential supply routes. The former royal palace, once a testament to Myanmar's glorious past, stood scarred and damaged, a poignant reflection of the nation's present suffering. The earthquake had left an indelible mark on Myanmar, deepening existing wounds and creating new challenges in its path. Across the border, Thailand reeled from the earthquake's impact, particularly its bustling capital, Bangkok. A 33-story high-rise under construction, a symbol of the city's rapid development, collapsed, trapping workers and sending shockwaves through the metropolis. The building, located near the iconic Chatuchak Market, was a project of the China Railway Construction Corporation, raising concerns about building standards and safety regulations. The city of 17 million came to a standstill as evacuations were ordered, and trading on the stock exchange was halted. Public transportation ground to a halt, leaving residents stranded and anxious. Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, faced with an unprecedented crisis, immediately called an emergency meeting, vowing swift action and support for those affected. The earthquake had exposed the vulnerability of even the most modern cities to nature's fury. Section 4. A race against time, aid, and obstacles in the quake's aftermath. As the dust settled, the true scale of the disaster became horrifyingly clear. The international community responded with pledges of aid and support. U.S. President Trump offered assistance to Myanmar, while rescue teams from around the world prepared to fly in with essential supplies. The United States Geological Survey, USGS, and GFZ Germany confirmed the earthquake's details, aiding in coordinating relief efforts. However, the ongoing civil war in Myanmar presented a significant obstacle to delivering aid to those who desperately needed it. Damaged infrastructure, blocked roads, and ongoing fighting hampered access to affected areas. Medical facilities, already ill-equipped, struggled to cope with the overwhelming number of casualties. The earthquake had exacerbated an already dire humanitarian crisis, leaving countless people without shelter, food, and medical care. Section 5. Hope amidst the rubble, stories of survival and resilience. Amidst the devastation and despair, stories of hope and resilience emerged. Fraser Morton, a tourist visiting Bangkok, recounted the panic and chaos as the earthquake struck. "The ground shook so violently, I thought I was going to be sick," he shared, describing the terrifying moments as buildings swayed and people screamed. He witnessed acts of bravery and compassion as strangers helped each other to safety. In Myanmar, rescue workers toiled tirelessly, pulling survivors from the rubble, their efforts fueled by a glimmer of hope with each life saved. Stories of ordinary people displaying extraordinary courage in the face of unimaginable loss provided a beacon of light in the darkness. Despite the immense challenges, the human spirit endured, reminding the world that even in the darkest of times, hope can bloom from the ruins.